Many investors believe they're not getting deals because they have a lead problem. They actually have a network problem.
And if you're relying on yourself to get new leads, keep watching. In this episode, we're going to break down how you can stop hunting for new leads and start leveraging your network and attracting them instead.
Welcome to the Investor Podcast. I'm Liz Faircloth.
And I am your co-host, Andresa.
I don't know how many times, Andresa, you've been hearing the same thing from investors, right? They're coming to us and saying, I'm just dried up with leads. I just can't do a deal. What do? I want to keep growing my business and my portfolio. And something that we were recent keynotes on a presentation. And we said, listen, just like we said, you do not have a lead problem. You have a network problem. So what we're going to do in today's episode is explain exactly what we mean and how to actually create a process for yourself that leads are coming to you versus you having to just hunt and hunt and hunt for the next opportunity.
But let's do a disclaimer, right? Because if people are saying, wow, you're about to tell me all the softwares that I need to implement, all the AIs and all the stuff that I need to add to what I already have. I don't have time for it. I don't even like technology. Right? So if
you'd be speaking to my soul if you did that, because that is like, whew.
Right? But if that's you, that's not what we are proposing it. We are proposing for you to actually leverage your current network. And I give you my pinky. You are not currently squeezing the juice out of this orange as you potentially could. So let's break that down.
Let's break it down. So we're calling this the Deal-Finding Trifecta, because there's 3 steps. There's 3 pieces of this entire puzzle that you need to implement so that, right, leads come to you. You don't have to hunt for them. So the first one's all about deal finders. Now, obviously, who is bringing leads to you? And if you're like, no one, I'm the one looking for deals, then that obviously is an issue. But even more, let's take one step further, Andresa. People know that, brokers, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Obviously, a commercial broker is the kind of person who has multifamily properties that are going to bring opportunities to you. But the amount of deal finders that are out there, the key is, okay, who are they? And to get really focused on who they are to you and how do you then begin the relationship. So I'm going to just share something very frank with you. One broker relationship has yielded the following: 15 qualified leads, 3 closed deals, 265 units over 3 properties, and an 8-figure profit when we sold the properties. So think about that, one broker relationship. And so there's such power in these relationships. Now then you're saying, Andresa, you're probably saying, how did you build that relationship? How did you even find that broker?
That's not what I'm thinking.
Okay, what are you thinking?
His phone number.
What is his phone number? I want to actually share a quick story about this particular, getting this broker's attention, because think about deal finders. They could be brokers, they could be attorneys, they can be your neighbors, they could be other investors. There's probably at least 10 different types of deal finders. And then you're saying, well, who do I need? Well, you probably need all of them at this point. However, you need a refined way to start building some critical ones. And so brokers, quite honestly, especially commercial brokers, and if you want to buy a small multifamily, will be part of your process. And it would need to be. So when we were going into a new market, which is the Philadelphia market, we did some research. And here's a quick tip. You want to look on the MLS and look for the active brokers that have sold the type of property you're looking to buy. Very simple.
Top. One thing, very important.
One thing.
The top 5, because it's not all of them. You don't need to all of them. You're like, who are the movers and shakers over here now?
Absolutely.
With this particular asset.
And this one particular person really rose to that list when we looked at it and we did our own research. It's this gentleman named Dana. And at that point, our largest asset was a 10-unit, largest asset. And we had a bunch of duplexes and triplexes. And so I said, okay, we're going to need to really enroll this guy and taking us seriously? Because that is the biggest thing that a commercial broker wants to know. Can I take this person seriously? Can they close? Do they have the funds and the actual acumen, business acumen to get this done, get to closing? Because that's when they get paid. That's what they care about, right? So, through the process, I remember reaching out at least 5 or 6 times and him completely blowing me off. Who is this person? They have no properties in Philadelphia. I shared a little bit about myself. And then did something different. I created like a one pager of like our street cred. And I sent that along with, hey, you're probably thinking X, Y, and Z. I actually got into the mind of this broker that we don't have any properties in Philadelphia. You might be thinking we're just small potatoes, but here's what we can do and here's how we can close. And these are the resources we have. Do you have 15 minutes? I was so much more straightforward, Andresa, as I was following up with, I was reaching out to him. And the more clear and focused I was and showing my street cred, he then began to take me a little more seriously. He said, okay, I have 15 minutes for you. And that began a relationship. I was able to establish what we bring to the table and also what we can offer. That's the biggest miss, Andresa, when people are looking for deal finders, is they're always like, well, what can you do for me? Do you have any deals right now? They want to build a relationship. They want to start a relationship with a credible investor. So that means,
They
what do you
don't want to
have?
waste their time too.
They
So
just
when
don't.
you bring that up to the table, or like, okay, they are understanding that I don't want to waste my time and they are valuing my time. So bring like the elephant to the front page.
Here's the biggest mistake investors make when they get connected to the right deal finder. The deal finder then sends them a listing. They send them an opportunity. So now you're like, thumbs up, right? Now, guess what most people do?
What?
They don't respond. They look at it. They're not interested. They either say, I'm not interested, or they don't give any specific information. Now, I worked really hard to get in front of this guy, Dana. I don't care what he sent me. I'm going to go look at it so I can build a relationship with him. And so we can start to refine what we are looking for. That would
So
have been
you
the
were
worst.
saying, let me just break it down. You are going to physically go look at it, even though if you know that that does not fit your criteria.
I think here's the caveat. If it fit, like it's a multifamily property, I didn't want to be so refined to not physically go see it, because physically I'm going to now build a relationship with him by being in contact versus I'm not interested because X, Y, and Z. And so most people just ignore, or if they a little better than that, they don't ignore. They just say, I'm not interested because of this reason, this reason. But you're building a relationship with that right broker. It's not just a random broker. So he presented a 30 unit to us in the Northeast Philadelphia area. And for a variety of reasons, it wasn't the right fit. But Matt and I said it to each other, let's go and meet him. And then we could refine our buy box with him. And that's what we did. We ended up passing on it, not making an offer. And we told him why. And he said, thank you so much for the clarity. I'll keep you posted if I see others that have your buy box. And the next property he sent us was the 18 unit. And that 18 unit, we ended up closing, led us to a 49 unit, led us to a 198 unit, all with the same broker. So really quickly, deal finder, get focused on 1 or 2 deal finders, start to build that, get in contact, start to offer, show up, follow through, be different, be unique, and show them how they should take you seriously, and do what is in front of you to do. Give them feedback, go see the property. So you can really establish your rapport. So that's number 1. Number 2 is all about the then leveraging, right? So you have a deal finder, you have someone who you've established as a top agent in that particular area, or better yet, you're trying to build others like them. Networking. There's so many challenges, Andresa, that happen, right? We waste our time.
I don't know. I don't go.
That's true, but we waste our time so often in the wrong venues with the wrong people talking about the wrong things.
It's not, let me just back it up, because people are like, what the hell are you talking about? It's not I don't go. I go
No.
to very selective ones. And when I go, I know exactly who I'm looking to meet, what I'm looking to get out of it. And it has multiple layers. So I'm not just going for, meeting Johnny that is running this RIA. It's like falling asleep on his chairs. And like, not exciting, and like bringing people that have spoke about the same subject I'm not excited about none of that. So I don't attend just to attend. I don't need to network just for the sake of networking with more people. I don't. I want a strategic network with people that we can mutually benefit from. So I hate spending time networking events talking about like how many dollars do you have? What do you do? What do you think I do? I came to a real estate networking event. What do you think I do?
I think the other biggest mistake, I know that's funny. I think the other part of this is that when you're trying to assess, okay, I want to, find those people and leverage and really begin to, really attract the right people. They're not always going to real estate investing events. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, they're usually not.
Yeah.
So I actually look for right now events that will attract high level people, and usually they are paid events. They have to do with some sort of like social event, nonprofit event, giving back. These are where well-connected people that could be potential deal finders for you are, hands down. They are not in the monthly, no offense, RIA meetings of with Johnny and Joey. They're just not, unless they're a sponsor and they really are just trying to give back to the
I don't
community.
think they are.
Are they? They're just
Because
not.
their clients are not there, right? So they're
The
hanging out
clients are
where
not
their
there.
clients are hanging out. And I want to hang out there because of them. It's like pickleball, golf. That's where they are too. They're not on the RIA meetings, believe
They're
me.
not at the RIA meetings.
No.
Because what you're trying, and you might be saying to yourself, well, yes, but the commercial broker, obviously, or a residential realtor is going to be at a real estate investing meeting. Sure. But an attorney who is a high level attorney who's well connected may or may not be there. The title agent, all the different types of people who've brought deals to me have built architects. They're not going there. Architects, we've had an architect bring us deals that have closed. I've had attorneys bring us deals that have closed. Some of our best deals have not come from brokers. So again, where do you meet these people? They have to be well connected. So you have to do the first step, though. I just want to go back to that, saying, okay, who are 2 or 3 deal finders, whether it's that commercial broker, that attorney, that architect, that are literally the top of the top, most active in the market and the asset class that I'm looking in. Number one. Number two, where are those people hanging out? And I would, in that community or in that market. And that's not hard to figure out. Where would they be going? Where are they hanging out? And that answer could be different for every market. That's the work to do versus I'm just going to find random people, go to a networking event, and hopefully we'll cultivate some relationships.
So let me give you a tool right now for all of you that are like, I don't actually know how to figure that out, right? So we created an Investor Plus app where you can go in, create your real estate investor profile, find other people, leverage the power of AI, filter who exactly you're looking for, and find other people. We're going to leave the link below here. You can download for free and start networking with intention and stop wasting your time talking to the wrong people.
I love it. It's great.
Okay. What is the third thing, Liz?
So the third thing is all about deal keepers. So the idea is, who do you want to keep, right? So you might have met that top agent for a particular market. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's something you're going to leverage and then keep. We're still in contact with Dana. He's moved on to a different profession, actually, but we're going to be closing a property that he introduced us to. We're going to circle back with him and thank him. So you keep people in your world, whether they're active in that role or not. So keeping is all about cultivating and nurturing. And I have to say, my strong, humble opinion in today's world, nurturing relationships, I think most people suck at. I honestly do.
So Liz, for people like me that suck at it, tell me like one thing that I should do right now in order to start nurturing.
Biggest thing you could do to nurture your deal finders is to be in constant communication with them. Be consistent with your reach outs. Share your wins.
How often are you talking?
It depends, right? You have a newsletter list. Are you on social media? Could be on a monthly basis, but stay in front of them. That's what nurturing is. There's a global nurturing of, hey, I want to be top of mind to you. And then there's a strategic scheduling where if I have 5 people who are my deal funders who I'm trying to nurture, on my calendar every month, I'm reaching out to them, sending them an article, giving them some sort of value, staying in front of them personally. So I'd have a global approach and an individual approach. Really simple. Okay. So as I'm saying this, some of you are like,
I don't know. I'm thinking like that's going to take a lot of time.
Take a lot of time. I know nurturing relationships does take time because your time is being pulled in so many different directions and you're not protecting the time that you have so you can actually generate more leads. That's what we started talking about.
So you're telling me that I need to create time to do that.
Well, we made it really easy.
Tell me.
We made it really easy. We actually put together a free tool to help you exactly figure out where your time is going and so that you can really focus your time on where you need it to go, right? So it's a 2-minute quiz, time freedom quiz. It's 2 minutes. It'll be very quick. And it's just going to evaluate where your time is being spent and how to get that back so that you could do the work of the nurturing, the building, and actually ensuring you're getting in front of people. So click on the link below, take the time freedom quiz, take you 2 minutes of your time, and you'll actually get insight as to where your time is going so you can do a better job with it.
Thank you so much for listening and take one action out of this episode.